Welcome to the brick house. And I had a friend of mine call me this morning and mention that she had seen my video about our Kune pig that was about ready to uh, farrow. And so she's like, "That pig is so big. If she hasn't had her piglets yet, you need to induce her." So, Carol, I'm going to show you the piglets. They're right this way. There's your mama. And oh, down here. Here's the babies. So these little guys are 3 days old. They were born Sunday morning. There are 3 males, and this is not the complete litter. She had, sad story, she had 3 that were stillborn and 1 that was very small, and when we got out here, she was, it was a girl, she was cold. And so these 3 are the ones that survived, and they seem to be doing really well. So there were a total of 7. So yeah. Aren't they cute? And then there's Mama in the corner, looking like she's had a little reduction underneath. She's doing a lot better. But they're so cute. So I'm gonna give you a couple pointers. Some things that I wish that we had done or been able to do. We had a barn fire. It'll be 10 years ago this December. And so I'm terrified of heat lamps. And I know there's other options, but this is her 3rd litter, and her first 2 litters were fine. She did have a stillborn with each litter. This is her 3rd. She had, did I say she had 2, 3? Let's see. She had, this litter she had 7, and she had 2 stillborn. That's right, 2 stillborn. 1 that was a tiny little runt that didn't make it, and then she had 1 that she laid on and died. So one of my lessons learned is to have a camera on it, on the sow when she's farrowing, just so that you know when the piglets are born. And then also, since we have a boar and they had made it a few times, we weren't sure exactly what the due date was. So there was we were just watching the signs. We saw her udder fill up, and she never really went off feed, but she was just huge. So we knew it was impending. Anyway, and so we had her stall cleaned out and ready to go. Some people put a farrowing, what do I want to say, crush rail with a heat lamp, and I didn't want to do the heat lamp. The idea is that the piglets will come to the mom to nurse, and then they will be drawn back under the heat lamp in safety. So, although there can still be problems with that, and of course the risk of fire is there. So, and I don't know. I suppose if we had that set up, that maybe the one might not have been crushed. But that was the first one that she's ever crushed. She's had 10 other piglets, and she has not laid on any of them. So it was just an unlucky litter this time. And the 2 that she that were stillborn, were a little bigger, and so we think maybe she is overconditioned and has the idea of gestational diabetes. So, and then this little guy, I want to show you something. I don't know if you can see his little ear. Let me see. Let me hold you. Ah. His little ear got hit. He got in her face, and she was not happy about it, and so she butted him up against the wall and broke a blood vessel in his ear. And so maybe there's some things that we could do for that, but everything says to not to drain the ear, that it'll eventually, the blood in it will eventually be reabsorbed by its body, and it may be a little bit wrinkly, kind of like cauliflower ear that wrestlers get from time to time. So he seems maybe just, I wouldn't say unbothered, but maybe it doesn't bother him tremendously, but they're so cute. But that's one thing. She hasn't been super thrilled about having them in her face this time around. So she's a little grumpy. But look at them over there. You can see them nursing while she's standing and eating. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. So she did have her piglets. It wasn't a super great story. Wanted to share some of the lessons learned, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. And thanks for watching.